What's going on? What's going on? These are 5 things you need to know before you buy your first home. Homeownership is and always has been the key to wealth accumulation in America. It's also the easiest way to build wealth and break through those generational curses of poverty. So it's more than just a step up or a nice place to live. This is actually an investment that you can pass down to future generations and really make very profitable for yourself. It's not like renting where your rent payments don't benefit you at all in the long term. Your mortgage payments are actually generating wealth called equity, which you can use to make other investments or pay off debt. Once you have enough equity, you could buy another home, rent out the first home, use the rent payments from that first home to cover the mortgage payments on your second home, and now you got yourself a nice little rental property. Second thing you want to understand is appreciation. You hear it all the time, but location really is everything. Try to get a home in an area that you know the value will appreciate. You can look at previous selling histories, hop on Zillow, hop on Google. So for example, I bought my home 2 years ago in an area where I knew the value was appreciating. In just 2 years, it's already appreciated $60,000. That's just 2 years. I now have $60,000 to use toward other investments, make other purchases, all from long-term thinking. Third thing to keep in mind, financing sucks, but you just got to deal with it. Get comfortable with having a microscope on all of your finances for months. They're looking at bank statements, taxes, daily purchases, debt to income ratio, current and previous debts, outstanding debts, any large purchases, your credit, and they asking a lot of questions. Be ready to be on top of everything. You're going to be constantly sending information back and forth to the financing department. If you're not on top of everything, it can really delay or even ruin the finance process. Number 4, make sure you know your credit score in and out and understand how it's going to affect the process. That credit score is going to affect whether or not you get approved for a loan or even pre-approved. The interest rate once you get the loan, your interest rate is going to affect how much equity you're able to build over time. It affects your mortgage payment. I was able to get my mortgage payment lower than my rent payment because my credit was so high. Number 5, don't be intimidated. The process is really easy to get started. All you need to do is talk to a realtor. So before I started the process, it was really intimidating. Like, who do I need to talk to? Where do I go? How do I get started? A realtor should be able to help you get started, walk you through the entire process without charging you anything. They're usually commission based, so their fee comes out of the seller's proceeds and you're not paying them anything, or at least that's how it should be. So those are the 5 things you want to wrap your head around before you buy a home. Understand it's a long-term investment. Understand how appreciation works. Know that financing sucks. Know your credit score and where you stand, and don't ever be afraid or intimidated. Just talk to a realtor that'll walk you through everything. And that's really it, man. Let's get it. Let's start breaking through these generational curses of poverty. Let's start building a foundation for our future so we can leave something behind for the next generation. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Holla at me.